The theme of this conference, which reads Collaborative Governance, Building Partnerships for Effective Public Procurement and Corporate Governance, could not be more timely and more relevant. In today's rapidly evolving landscape, the need for strong collaboration and effective governance in public sector has never been more crucial. As an authority, distinguished guests, we are aware of the critical role that public procurement plays in driving economic development and ensuring efficient and transparent use of public resources. At the same time, we recognize the importance of corporate governance in public procurement sector as we strive to build trust, accountability, and sustainability in our institutions. This conference provides a unique platform for us to explore the nexus between corporate governance and the public procurement and disposal of public assets, and to understand how we can leverage these frameworks to enhance our collective efforts.
I think, colleagues, what we need to bear in mind is the term public. Why are we called public entities? Why are we not just called entities? That prefix public, what does it denote? What does it give rise to? We would have been known as entities, simply as entities, but we are called public entities for a purpose. So I'm going to ask actually to bring an empty chair here. I don't present without an empty chair. Right, thank you, Achille. So that's empty chair in front of you. This is the public. When we say public entities, we are referring to the empty chair, because the empty chair represents the citizenry. It represents the voiceless, the marginalized people across the width and breadth of Zimbabwe. That's why we are called public entities. Our reason for existence is the public. Through service delivery, through meeting the expectations and aspirations of our people.
So this conference is a unique platform for us to share knowledge on best practices. So it's through collaboration that we can strengthen our frameworks, and we can also strengthen our practices, ensuring that they are not only robust, but also adaptable to the changing global landscape. So it is pleasing to note that PRAS is launched the electronic government procurement system as an innovation to solve some of the challenges that you encounter as entities across the procurement space. And they are also in that process as they embrace this e-GP system to bridge the digital divide. As public entities, it is important that we adopt the e-GP system and all the other electronic tools for us to remain in sync with the government's mandate of enhancing transparency, fairness, integrity, and efficiency in public procurement.
Lack of knowledge or just ignorance of the laws, so we also have weak performance management systems. So as governance is affected by all this, we also have weak governance structures, even within our own. There's also the issue of weak leadership. The general obligations and responsibilities of the boards, where they should exercise their duties, the duty of care, There are some times when you go into a meeting and you find only one board member is ready for the meeting. Conflict of interest. To what extent are you exercising your responsibilities in full? Is a challenge, not observing the duty of care, the duty of loyalty, the duty of obedience, disclosure, diversity, vigilance. So when all these are not being exercised, you find they present a challenge to the management of the entity.
Then let me speak to some of the issues of here. So the other issue that you may need to take note of is that one of the things that I'm sure you all do is team building, isn't it? Please don't go for team building if you can't address psychological safety. Okay? And psychological safety is the freedom to say what you want without being punished. In a team, without being censured by the team itself or by the leader. Here we are talking about off-topic kind of thing. We're talking about the issue that matter to the organization. Those are the issues that are very important. I want to talk last two things. The next one is, as we are hiring your CEOs, please take note of this study. What is called the CEO Genome Project is the largest study done on hiring CEOs. The CEO Genome Project. They are hiring a CEO, most of them tend to go for a subordinate rather than a leader. They want someone who can be subordinate to them rather than hiring a leader. And they also tend to go what are called charismatic extroverts, people who speak too much but deliver nothing. So there are people who speak, so they mistake charisma for competence most of the time. So if you go there, you're smart, you talk well, you shake the head, it's firm. They say this is our CEO. when they have no substance. The same research found that if you are a woman, you are 20 times less likely to be picked for a CEO role. Okay. In what are the characteristics that they found, the 4 characteristics that they found in CEOs? They said successful CEOs decide with speed and conviction. If they make a decision whether right or wrong, they do it quickly. They adapt proactively. They are reliable, relentlessly reliable, and they engage for results. Those are education, university attended, they do no relationship with performance. I know you, Dr. Papito, you love your university, you love your don't too much when you're hiring to say, oh, okay, but I know most of you when you're hiring say, MBAs, but who said that? Who said? Well, I know it's easy for you to screen off people, isn't it? Which is fine. But in doing so, there are CEOs who have got a first degree, but who are brilliant. Have you not seen them? There are CEOs with MBAs who are also brilliant. So if you then say the CEO must have a master's degree, it's okay. But also remember, you're taking out some who are very capable out of the list. But nowadays, if you look at every organization saying you must have a master's, I'm just wondering why. Then the other issue is that, please remember that age has no relationship with performance, gender has no relationship with performance, it's well documented. The other issue, how many minutes is that I don't talk about generational differences. Research shows that there are actually no generational differences impact on actual work output. They are all stereotypes. Because who defines the generation? I was talking to someone who says born free is a different generation. So if I was born in 1979 and someone born in 1981, I'm not that different. Who defines? So they can't define what is called a generational cohort, and that's the problem. And most of the studies have been based on a stereotype. McKinsey found that all people want same things from the job, but they just want it in different quantities. Even among yourself, you want money from a job. And the millennials also want money. The last one, the Peter principle. Most of you, when you're hiring, you promote people that are doing the best in the current role, isn't it? It's called the Peter principle, where you promote someone to the highest level of competence. Okay? When you promote someone to the highest level of incompetence, Research shows that when you do that, in some instances, performance of the person promoted go down by 32%. Because you are promoting someone who has no skills for let's say you take I'll give a very basic example. You take an accountant, you now say the finance manager, and they are now managing 10 people. They have not been prepared to go and manage other people. So they are actually in competition with people that they are managing instead of leading those people. So there's quite serious research around that. And also another research on promotion is that leaders tend to promote people who speak the most, but they do badly in terms of performance. Okay? They say it's called the bubble hypothesis. Whoever speaks the most is likely to be made a leader regardless of what they say. Okay?